What's up? My name is Bradley, and today I'm going to be talking about naked mole rats, aka Heterocephalus glaber. What's interesting about naked mole rats are a couple things: their immunity to cancer, their long lifespan, and their ability to anaerobically respirate. And I will be talking about those things and more. So tune in and let's get started, eh? The year is 1842, and Edward Rippel and his homies from Germany are walking around East Africa looking at things when Edward spots a little naked mole rat on the ground. And he goes, "What the fuck is that thing?" And he picks it up and he names it Heterocephalus glaber. Now, the scientific name of the naked mole rat, in which Rippel came up with, Heterocephalus glaber, just means different headed bald one. And that they are. Now, despite the name naked mole rat, which is their common name, they're not related to mice, rats, or moles, but rather guinea pigs and porcupines. And they are very much different from guinea pigs and porcupines. Now, naked mole rats do have an interesting little social life there. They are eusocial, just like ants and termites, which just means that there is a queen who is the sole reproducer for the colony, in which the naked mole rat colonies could be anywhere from 60 individuals, 20 individuals, up to 300 individuals. And this all just depends on food resources. But the queen is the one breeder. Now, there are other members of the colony, like the male breeders, and there's usually 1 to 5 of them, and they just really don't do much. They just lay around and bang the queen. There's also non-breeders too. So that's the nursery attendants, the workers, and the soldiers. And the soldiers are larger, have bigger teeth, and watch out for the colony. And the workers, they work. They build tunnel systems, do a lot of tunnel upkeep, things like that. Oh yeah, here's the big bad mama jamma queen. She can give birth up to 27 pups in one litter, which is pretty crazy if you are a little rodent like that. And the queen will breed all the way up until she dies. That's right, no menopause for fucking naked mole rats. Now, when this queen is not birthing 27 pups per litter, she's going around and she's beating the shit out of all of the females in the colony. She does this to suppress the reproductive tracts and all those pheromones that gets the reproductive tract developing. She also pees and poops on them, and in that pee and poop are chemicals that suppress the female's ability to have a reproductive tract, which is pretty nuts. Now, what's even crazier about the queen is she will outlive a lot of the other colony members, and not only that, she will breed for up to the day she dies, which is pretty nuts. No menopause for naked mole rats. Also, when the queen dies, I bet you the nursery workers high five and celebrate that that bitch is dead. But then they have to get to it, and they have to fight to the death to become the queen. And there's only one that can become the queen. And when she does, she has 24 to 48 hours to start pumping out pups. And her reproductive tract switches on like this, and she gets going. Oh, yeah. And did I mention naked mole rats can live to be about 30 years old, which is longer than any other um, rodent their size. They beat out rats by 10 times the life expectancy. Rats usually only live for about 3 years. And did I mention that they don't get cancer? They can still get cancer, but that's very, very uncommon. And we've been studying them for years and trying to understand this process. We believe is due to their ability to uh, exclude or repair their DNA from oxidative stress, which as we get old as humans, we start to senesce. Our DNA starts looking all shitty, and that doesn't really happen in naked mole rats. Um, I'm pretty sure I'm butchering this scientific explanation, but look it up. It's pretty interesting. Now, living underground under the hot East African sun must suck. I mean, you're living with 60 other naked mole rats. It's hot, sweaty. There's not a lot of oxygen to go around for everybody, and there's a lot of CO2. There's shit everywhere. You're fucking crawling all over your colony mates. Oh man, must suck to be them. Well, um, that's true. There's little to no oxygen sometimes in their burrows. We have also been studying their ability to live in low oxygen and high CO2 levels. Um, we did an experiment a while ago where we did not give naked mole rats oxygen for quite some time. And we were able to assess that they can go without oxygen for 16 to 20 minutes, which is pretty fucking long. And they can do this by anaerobically respirating. Instead of using glucose for metabolism, they use fructose. And how that works, I'm not really fucking sure. It's some sort of pathway in their brain, which humans have not been able to accomplish yet. So good for them. And being able to use fructose instead of glucose is pretty not like any other. It's what plants do. It's really reminiscent of plants. So um, go fucking figure, huh? A little rodent that lives in the ground in Africa can do some shit that humans can't do. Okay. Naked mole rats could probably go on the Sean Evans Hot Ones podcast and kick ass. That's because they are not bothered by capsaicin or the molecule that makes things spicy. So they could probably down some pretty spicy hot sauce, unlike me, and be totally unbothered by it. And scientists um, have figured out that they're pretty much immune to those things. So that's pretty cool. They also have these cute little chompers up here, uh, totally like much like rodents, but they are able to independently move those chompers. And not only that, their jaw muscles take up 25% of their mass in their heads. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, naked mole rats are just little amazing little creatures. So naked mole rats spend their day doing a lot of tunnel upkeep. The soldiers are always investigating new smells and things like that to make sure there's no intruders. There are snakes out there in the wild, and so them being long lived and not showing any senescence. Naked mole rats usually die from organ failure, pneumonia, kidney failure, liver failure, things like that. But they don't really get cancer or any of those other crazy diseases because they can't. And we're trying to still figure that out. So yeah, they spend their days being busy little bodies, producing a bunch of pups, and all that stuff. They actually are not nocturnal nor diurnal. They're their own thing. They sleep when they want to, and they are active when they want to. So, yeah. So if you have any more questions about naked mole rats, I can do a part 2. But I hope you learned something cool today, and I hope that you think of nature as really cool. And there's always things to learn about things that are not ourselves. And I hope you have a good night, day, weekend, whatever the hell you're doing. See you later.